Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us. We are tracking all sorts of weather at the moment. We've got an enormous high that is growing out to our east in the next few days. We've got subtropical winds and heavy rain coming in for the next 24 hours. And then after that, nor'westers and more wet weather. And then a big low. So let's get into it. Animated satellite map shows this cloud arriving in the north. That's the real rain cloud there. There's a bit of high cloud thickening up in other areas, but the main rain is out there at sea. On the animated wind map, you can see the area where that rain is coming in. It's all the sort of subtropical nor'easter that's coming down and around this big high. So this high is still growing. It gets to its peak on Friday. We're estimating 1048 hectopascals. That is very high because the record in New Zealand is 1046. Now, it's not likely to break records in New Zealand because it's going to be too far out to the east to be measured over land, but it's still interesting that you got that system very close to us. So it's bringing in this warm weather. I say warm for this time of the year. It's not necessarily shorts and t-shirt weather, but you got winds coming in from around the Cook Islands, Tonga and Fiji, coming down and right across New Zealand. That's why the next few days ahead and nights are leaning warmer than average in many parts of New Zealand. So windy weather is going to be coming in tonight. It's on the back end of this departing high. Blustery conditions in what we call the squash zone. So that's the halfway mark between the departing high and the next low. So we've got some windy nor'easters. Now, I'm standing in front of the key, so let me stand on this side. So the wind barbs, the pointers that you see, that's the average wind speed. So you can see greens and yellows in these things here. So 20, 30, 40 Ks, that's the average wind speed. The shaded areas in red and slightly darker, that's putting you up around these 60, 70, 80 K an hour gusts. And in fact, up here in the far north, 80 to 90 K gusts in that area. Now, the far north is very used to that, so it won't be a problem. But there might be a couple of isolated power cuts as a result of those gusty winds. Now, as we go through the forecast for Wednesday, the high, remember it's growing out here to our east, but we've got this area of low pressure to the north, and that is pulling down rain. So we'll be seeing some heavy falls of rain coming in around Auckland, which will be very welcome for the water storage areas. Elsewhere, more rain and showers, mainly on the western side, and just about everywhere is warmer than average. On Thursday, still warmer than average. Northwest winds coming in. There's that low I was telling you about. So it's pretty mild with downpours along the western side of New Zealand. And on Friday, that mostly clears through, but we've still got showers and the winds don't really change because there's another low coming in. And this one's a bit deeper, 970s in the hectopascal range. So that means the weather's a little bit more unstable, more showers, and the winds will be coming through. So Saturday, that low does weaken a little bit as we go into the weekend, but it gets bigger in size. So that means more people are affected, but pretty much the same forecast. Eastern areas are dry, western areas have got the cloud and the showers. Everywhere is warmer than average though on Saturday, except for Southland. It's just getting a little bit cooler for you down there. And our final map is for Sunday. Now, see what I mean? That low getting larger in size. So it takes up the whole Tasman Sea. Sydney's got a cold southerly, so does Hobart. New Zealand's got a mild nor'wester coming in. Sorry, the North Island does. The South Island's got a slightly cooler nor'easter coming through for you. And that will hopefully produce some showers, though, coming in on Monday for those dry eastern areas. And that is all from me. For more details, don't forget, go to ruralweather.co.nz. It's the world's largest weather data website for New Zealand. So check it out, ruralweather.co.nz, and of course, weatherwatch.co.nz. We'll see you again tomorrow.